We here at Racing Games have made no secret of the fact that we're excited about F123's new features, game modes and improvements, but despite all that, there are some elements of the game that still concern us. Missing elements, lack of progression from F122, and the worryingly little coverage of some aspects of the game have left us with this thought. I'm Mark from Racing Games, and we believe F123 will suffer without these features. Career mode has been a staple of the F1 series since Codemasters were first handed the reins for F1 2009 in, funnily enough, 2009. Pretty much every year improvements have been made, with F122's career mode seeing players now able to develop the car, change teams, and even take on the rest of the grid with a friend. This all sounds great, except none of those things were new last year. Those features have been around for a while now, with nothing new and innovative added last year to freshen things up. What's even more concerning is that so far EA and Codemasters have mentioned nothing about career mode in F123. We know career mode will be included this year, but right now we have no idea what new additions, if any, are coming. Career mode is one of, if not the most popular game modes in the F1 franchise, so to see it get so little coverage in the pre-release marketing is baffling to say the least. Could this mean no changes to the mode once again? Or could Codemasters be about to spring a big surprise on us all? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Along with career mode, there's also My Team. Since launching in F1 2020, My Team has offered a more personalised version of career mode. Instead of driving for one of the existing teams, players instead create their own team from scratch, acting as both team principal and lead driver. Designing the car livery, hiring your number 2 driver, improving both the car and the team's HQ, and then of course driving to victory are your main responsibilities throughout your time in My Team in F1 22. Again though, none of those features were new last year. The biggest changes to My Team last year was the introduction of starting levels that affected both the car's development and team finances, and the removal of Claire shoving a microphone in your face after you crashed at Eau Rouge for the 3rd time that race weekend. My Team has seen very little progression in the last couple of years, and worryingly has seen little to no mention at all this year, besides a brief inclusion in the F1 World press release. This hints that My Team will be in F1 23, but with no improvements from F1 22. The single player experience outside of F1 World has seemingly been abandoned this year, possibly to save development resources for creating F1 World, or possibly even as a means to funnel players into the new hub. Either way, those not wanting to play online are seeing their options increasingly limited this year. Finally, we have the game's VR support. Many PlayStation players were hoping that the game would support PSVR 2, and when it was announced that it wouldn't, oh boy, the response was quite something. We read every comment on our videos here at Racing Games, and we think it's safe to say that F123 not supporting PSVR 2 has definitely had an impact on whether people choose to buy the game or not. We've seen pre-orders cancelled, complaints lodged, and even people blaming us for some reason. It is worth noting that F123 will still support VR on PC, assuming you have a super duper rig with the power of 1,000 suns capable of running the game in VR of course. But for PlayStation players, you'll have to slum it out in real reality with the Xbox players, I'm afraid. Again, this decision was probably made to save resources. PSVR 2 isn't yet worth devoting time and money to supporting. Yes, Gran Turismo 7 does run in VR, but that's a Sony exclusive, so was likely adapted to help sell units. PSVR 2 is also incredibly expensive, meaning it's not likely to explode in popularity anytime soon. So yeah, on the surface it looks bad, but we think the right decision was made to exclude PSVR 2 support this year. Those who have cancelled pre-orders may change their mind once the game is out, and those who stick to their lack of VR guns will be a small minority anyway. The truth is though, it may still be a couple of years before it's worth the F1 series supporting VR on anything but PC, so PlayStation players may be waiting a while still. For us, the most worrying aspects of F1 23 are the lack of innovation to both career mode and My Team. We know both are in the game, but beyond that your guess is as good as ours when it comes to new features, improvements and changes. The fact both have been excluded from marketing, even just as B-roll in trailers, is very concerning, and we can't help but feel we'll be a little disappointed the first time we set up Racing Games Racing in My Team when the game is released. Are you worried about the lack of career mode and My Team coverage? Can you live without PSVR 2 support? Or are you just excited to hop in the game and race? Let us know down below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel while you're there for all things F1 23. For now though, thanks for watching. I've been Mark from Racing Games, and we'll catch you here on the channel for another video soon.